shadow client. ICA White Hats have traced the anonymous data received by our clients to one Olivia Hall, brilliant young hacktivist and suspect in a dozen cases of cyber vandalism. Using onion routing with state-of-the-art encryption, Hall went to a lot of trouble to stay untraceable. She is good, but we are better. Her digital trail has led us to a remote farm in Colorado, where satellite footage has revealed what appears to be the training camp for a private militia, led by an already registered target, Sean Rose, Australian environmental terrorist and explosives expert wanted for a series of public bombings. Rose was spotted near the scene of Thomas Cross's kidnapping, which makes him our prime suspect for the shadow client. Spurred by Eric Soders, the ICA Board of Directors has asked us to infiltrate the farm and eliminate Sean Rose, along with 3 other prominent militia members. Ezra Berg, retired Mossad interrogator, Penelope Graves, former Interpol anti-terror analyst, and finally Maya Parvati, former assassin and gunrunner for the Tamil Tigers. I'll be honest with you, 47. I consider Eric Soder's reasoning hasty and ill-advised. Now, we cannot go against the wishes of the board, but we can conduct our own investigation. Whether a direct threat to the ICA or not, we need to know the shadow client's true agenda. I will leave you to prepare.
Hello and welcome to the Roulette League. God, I'm stuck in the wrong mind. Roulette Rivals World Championships 2022. Rommel of the Far East versus Rocky in Group C. God, this 10-minute break, the 10-minute delay has given me... God, it's messed up my head. I've been on TikTok for too long, man. But yeah, focus to the game now. Joker Colorado will be our first map, picked by Rommel here. Pretty decent lifetime performance. Played it 8 times. Only losing it once, but only winning it 4 times. Has tied 3 times on Colorado, which, you know, to be expected. Rocky's been here 3 times, hasn't won once, tying once, losing twice. So it seems that he has not completed a Colorado spin in a game, and he ain't live. He ain't live. Rocky, bro, you've had this on to go. You had this long. Yeah, he was on TikTok and so based. Rocky was on TikTok and forgot. That is fantastic. And here we are, and we've got ads as well. Oh no, you're not hearing them. Get off. We'll have Rommel instead. Get Rommel audio. Rommel audio is going to be based. That's too loud. Oh well. Here we are. Here we go. Our Colorado spin. Coming through now, and it will be Sean Rose. Explosion accident as militia spec ops. Penelope Graves. Screwdriver as the hacker. Ezelberg, explosive weapon as the explosive specialist, and Maya Parvati, assault rifle. That's point man. So a nice, sensible spin, so to say. I would assume we'll see a suit start here to bring the assault rifle. Of course, Sean will probably see him isolated, or even a drive-by perhaps could be an option. You know, that would always be good to see. And yeah, we do see the West Bridge start come through. We'll swap out the lockpick for an assault rifle. The TAC SA, single automatic rifle. Yeah, it's so common, isn't it, the SA? So it's a standard these days. And is he bringing coins? It seems to be he's bringing coins. Should be interesting. Like to see how they're applied in the spin. No, he will change it up. We'll bring a tranquilizer instead. There's always a nice thing to have. Low another schlon. Wait, when did? Oh, is there an explosion accident in the other spin then? Oh, I saw that in the admin chat. The other spin is disgusting, if I remember. It is a proper bad spin in the other game, but this spin's the focus here. Both players taking slightly longer to plan here. Rocky still thinking. Or you can always afford a bit of thinking time in Colorado. For sure. And Rommel is our first load in here. Where's the assault rifle? Has he stashed his assault rifle? In... Really? Interesting decision, so to say. Of course, the pickups on Colo aren't the greatest. They aren't the greatest at all. So it could be interesting. Of course, you want that assault rifle right off the bat to have with you. We'll get a gunshot heard onto one of the guards. We'll make his way around anyways and knock him out. He has knock onto both militia elites even. And we'll subdue Ezra there. Good stuff from Rommel. Good start indeed. Just needs to knock out Imogen now. Be aware of the Roman militia elite. It's always interesting. Didn't place the explosive breacher yet, but I'm sure we'll do that shortly or now. He'll do it now while he waits for Penn to start moving. Rocky, with his assault rifle stashed in the west bridge, might be starting. There's a hacker here, so it could be interesting nevertheless. And Rommel now just waiting for Penn to start moving, which he does. We get a knockoff and drag her into the basement here. Pretty good stuff. Not that bad of a spin really, is it? You could argue records. Nah, you can't. Joker, shut up. Don't get excited whenever you see Colorado spins in the record. But yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting approach, of course, especially where Rommel has his assault rifle stash, it seems. It is Westbridge. Again, could be an interesting. Has to run across the map here. Rocky does load in after a solid 3 minutes of planning. Solid stuff, good stuff. And Rommel will knock out these two technicians while he waits for Maya to come outside. We'll make his mind up what one to knock out first, and we'll silent attack one, knock out the other one. Rocky now loading into the hacker, an interesting start, so to say. You don't really want an early Sean isolation here, and I think he will let him just move out the way. Sensible indeed, I think. Could be a bit of a pain. If they do Sean, yeah, it could be. I can see what you mean by that. But Rommel has both of the technicians now boxed. Has the shotgun on his back, the shotguns, I should say. Of course, you don't want them lying about. Sean will just see them. You don't want Sean seeing them. Rommel will come out here now, do a throw distraction with the crowbar. Maya will hear it. Who will investigate it? Maya will investigate. Just a simple chain lure now, which he will get. Has her on the hook here. Rocky doing a shot distraction. Will be investigated by the hacker. So it doesn't have Ezra isolated yet. Could be a bit of a difference here. But he used it to open the door. That's interesting. Rocky with a nice shot there to open up the door for him. Can't get past the hacker yet, and Ezra will make his way out very shortly, so has to be quick here. Of course, the hacker ain't enforcing down here, but he has to be a bit careful. Or is he? I don't know. What's Rocky trying to? Of course, the door will still be locked because he didn't open it. Ain't happy. We'll get a gunshot heard. I don't think that was intentional from Rocky. Rommel though has an isolation onto Maya. Will box the final technician there. A big bit of whoosh, nearly full there, but it's all fine. It's all good indeed. And now, what's Rommel going to do here? It's going to be interesting for sure. What's he going to do if he can set up? Of course, actually, he can't set up the kill. Why did I think he could? He can't. He doesn't have anything available. He brought in a breach, but that was for the Ezra kill, of course. So he'd have to come back with the Spec Ops disguise for this. So yeah, you're going to be a bit of running here for Rommel, but has all 4 targets isolated now, and just a disguise grabbing to do here. Can just go outside now, but he's waiting for these 2 soldiers here, I think, to move past, which he does, and then we'll come outside now. Sorry, I just hit my mic. This is going to be interesting. Rommel, Rocky even is in the basement. Good stuff indeed, and Rommel's going to go for the explosive specialist now instead of later on. Makes a big bit of sense, to be honest. Has a weapon left out there, should be fine to leave it there. I'm not too confident. I think around that someone will move into that area, but that's very later on in terms of the in-game time, so actually really ain't that bad. Rocky getting knockouts even onto everyone in the basement. Has Ezra isolated all fine off the hacker star, and potentially, you know, with Rommel's inventory and the fact they did not stash in the assault rifle, the hacker star could definitely be seen as better purely because of the pen kill. The hacker can be a bit of a tough disguise to get, possibly the hardest on the map. You could say, you know, there's not many. The disguises aren't particularly challenging on Colo, but we do see Rommel swap into the explosive specialist disguise now. We'll pop the breaches shortly, I would imagine, for that Ezra kill. I would hope. But what do I know, eh? Unless he ain't breached. He has placed it down, he will now detonate it. Ezra is dead for thing. Rocky though, with a drag onto Penn. We'll get spotted by one of the hackers there. So an unfortunate rip coming through on Rocky's end. You might see a switch up here in terms of his strat. No, just a restart. It's not a replan yet. Rommel approaching the house. We'll go for his assault rifle first. Could potentially get the pen kill down now if he wanted to. He has a screwdriver, of course, from the Maya isolation, I'd be certain of. But it'd be interesting what he does. Comes to the West Bridge back for his assault rifle. Again, that's also a bit of a long run here. And we'll pick up the wrench. Oh, I thought he was going to the house grounds, but no, he won't just yet. Did you take out his assault rifle? That should be interesting. What is he going to do? Thinking. At ease. Perhaps looking for a screwdriver. He doesn't have one in his inventory. So, perhaps what he was taking his time to think about and consider there. Of course, the point man and the spec ops in the same similar area. But we might see a different spec ops purely because of how close it would be to get to, in terms of how close it is to Sean. Going down the main road there, it does opt to go towards the. Is this the Fruit King hut over here? Whatever on earth it's called. I ain't got a clue, man. Yeah, definitely going to be interesting for sure. What's going to be opted for, and how both players will approach this. Rom now. We'll do a distraction here into the bathroom, which either the point man or the spec ops in here will hear. And you can just knock out the other one. Of course, you are fine to leave both bodies in here. So I'm not bad in that regard at all. Rocky though, it does bring in a lot of pick for this easier Sean isolation. Of course, a lot of pick for this makes the world of difference as Rommel now does get a knockout onto the spec ops. Will swap into his clothes, so he might actually just go for that Sean kill first, then come back for the point man, then come back, then go back even for the Maya kill. We'll get a throw distraction onto the point man here. So should have this disguise, and if he wants to, he can box it. Always an option. We'll knock out the point man. Rocky is found trespassing by one of the militia elite there. Unfortunately, another restart. Can't get going just yet. As Rommel softened back into just drop his HX10 he picked up, and we'll play his assault rifle. Doesn't need just he's in the spec ops disguise at the moment. Of course, it is pretty easy to get these two mixed up. The point man and the spec ops. The point man just looks cooler. That's how I remember it, at least. And would he swap into the point man? No, just go and grab this Sean kill first, it seems. Then come back. No, he's going to go back on himself. Come on, Rommel, make your mind up. He will now swap into the point man. So we'll be getting that Maya kill first. Definitely going to be interesting now. Rocky still stuck in this basement isolation. Hasn't really got past out of the house yet. Really unfortunately for him. Rommel gonna get this Maya kill very shortly. Runs past Sean, so he doesn't get the kills mixed up. Always a good sign there, actually. Rocky gets a knockout onto the militia elite. A side KO and a lockdown to Ezra. It might be savable here. It is only a lockdown onto Ezra, but a lockdown on Colorado is a pain in the arse, and he will kill the militia elite. Another restart here for Rocky, not having the best of times. Rommel has the kill onto mine. Now he's dragging her. Perhaps he doesn't like the panic that will be caused by the explosive kill. So he's going to drag her. Gets a bit of push dragging her, but not enough to rip him there. Just a little glimpse from another NPC there. He does box her. So again, nice little thing from Rommel. Like the panic shouldn't spread into there, but again, you never know. And yeah, Rommel's making fine progress here. Rocky ain't having a good time. Well, it is hard to have a good time in Colorado, isn't it? To be quite honest. Rommel now going to the greenhouse, probably for the screwdriver. Yeah, that's what he does do here. We'll go back, of course, still needs that Sean kill, but the spec ops disguise is already there. Just needs to go back, pick it up, and move his way back over to there. A bit more running to do, of course, has to go all the way back to the house for that kill off onto Maya. We'll swap onto Penny even. God, I got them mixed up once more. What do you mean, Colorado's fantastic to get Sean fire? Sean, yeah, just use the Molotov, bro. Just use the Molotov. I've pissed off a whole group of people with that sentence. Rommel though, not going to go for the Sean kill just yet. He'll still go for it last as he'll make his way to the house here. We'll just need the hack disguise. Could be a bit challenging to get, so to say. But you know, in this basement area here, he can just drag the bodies in a simple throw into here. You can swap into the militia elite if he wants to make it safer. We'll drag one outside, but you know, you won't get the hostile glitch even. It is only a trespass in disguise, and we'll swap into the militia elite. Now, what one is he going to go for? That's the interesting question here. As soon as he wants to go upstairs, that's when the militia elite comes inside. Of course. Why would he come in at any other time? This game, it will make his way up the stairs now. So it seems to be he's going for one of these two hackers up here. No? Yes? Maybe? Question mark. What's Rommel going to go here? He should open up Sean's bathroom with a crowbar. Should be fine to do so. No, he won't. He won't go up to do that. He can't make his mind up with what hackers to get here. Turn this over in the side room. Yeah, and that's what he will do now. Look, he can hear coloured. He can hear ya. We'll do that. We'll get one of the hackers from upstairs downstairs. Although, I'll argue a simple throw distraction, perhaps even onto the basement stairs, should be fine. But he won't opt to go anything like that. That could perhaps be a risk and pose a risk. But he has a hacker coming down the stairs now. Last time I saw Rommel did this, it was a different situation in the Providence Cup, and that was quite an interesting final 5 minutes on Colorado. I can't lie. It was like Mika earlier. But yeah. Rommel though will get a knockout here onto the hacker. Should be simple enough, just drag him around to the side here just for safety. No, gets hunted all the way through there. What a really unfortunate restart it is for Rommel, an immediate change up. Wow, what a really unlucky restart there. Opting to get off the trank but then goes against it. Of course he'll need a pistol to take out a camera. So he always needs a firearm, and potentially could just get rid of the his stash in the bridge and put something else near. Really unlucky stuff there from Rommel. That's a really unfortunate restart, bringing the EMP here. So he's going to change up his crowbar for his assault rifle. That does make a lot of sense in my eyes, at least. I like that change up, and we'll bring in a trank as well to capitalise on that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting now. Rommel's approach. Hopefully, he should be quicker than his last. Won't be as much running, especially with the point man. The trank as well makes the hacker grab a life easier. You can even go upstairs and just trank the pair of them if he wanted to. Just have to watch out for that one militia elite that roams upstairs. Other than that, like, he should be fine, honestly. But yeah, he does get knocked out once more onto the militia elite. Rocky really can't get past his initial airstrike isolation. It's really hard to see players getting stuck like this. But yeah, Rommel now approaching the basement. We'll shoot up the door. Like I say, is wonderful for that. 2 shots, distracting each of the militia elite there. And he will just sneak past one. No, he can't sneak past one, unfortunately. He won't do that, and we'll come back up the stairs here, grabbing his briefcase. Doesn't want to throw kill. Doesn't want to do a throw KO with a breacher, it seems, and understandably so. Can be a bit of a pain, but he has to be quick here. Could potentially miss Maya, and you know, Penelope even. You don't really want to miss Penelope. Of course, you have to get a second cycle back in the house, but in the scheme of things, you know, that's not that bad, but it makes the world a lot easier there. One of them is really now walking outside. We'll get a knockout onto him. We'll get a knockout onto the other one here. Penelope now has left the building. What a shame. We'll knock him out and get a knockout onto Ezra here. So he has lost Pen, and will result in a restart there. Perhaps wasting like 40 odd seconds after that initial blip, really, so to say, of not actually wanting to carry with a breacher. Throw it. Much more comfortable with scene with actually just a singular not side KO, or a silent attack rather than a throw KO. Doesn't make sense here. Rocky, he's probably started something in Discord, hasn't he? Of course. How can I guess? But yeah, really good progress here for Rommel once more, coming into the house. I think he wants to try and get a subdue off onto this militia elite. I think that could potentially be his aim. Can't get one though, so he'll have to result in just a knockout, which he will do, but the other one potentially causing him a bit of problems here. We'll get a throw onto the other one, doesn't turn around, thankfully for him. We'll get a subdue off onto Ezra. Could just punch him square in the head. It would have worked just as fine. Would have been quicker as well. We'll pick it back up as breacher. Was going to plant it onto Ezra, but Pen's movement was just otherwise. As we'll get a combat heard. He went for that silent attack, but I think she just went over a slight divot in the floor, and that's what caused us it's not even a psycho at that point, is it? You literally just gone behind them, silent attack, and bam, and get wrecked, bitch. Oh, it's a GRB. Get wrecked, bitch. So yeah, both players a bit stuck now. Rommel swapping into Militia Elite here, picking back up his briefcase. I just want to see Rommel not do that second shot and just get a quick briefcase for it, knockout onto the closest Militia Elite. The second shot is so unnecessary. You can literally left soldier peek and get a fine knockout onto him. And the way he's going to deal with this now, it's just actually gets a bit of good timing. We'll knock out one of them first, and we'll do a throw KO with a briefcase. Of course, it can be a bit of a pain. Can't lie. Rocky once more. More orange people, not that great. Rommel, however, won't be opting to plant his breacher yet. We'll wait for Pen to come past him. So Rocky, unfortunate there. Can't get going just yet. Rommel though, coming outside. We'll get a silent attack this time onto Penelope and we'll drag her into the basement here. Hasn't got this Ezra kill set up and he won't go back down to set it up. Will he? Perhaps? Yes, no, maybe. No, he won't set it up just yet. So it might be a sign that will be doing them kills onto Sean Meyer in the latter stages. We'll come back for Penelope straight after isolating Sean and Meyer to get that kill, and then go back over and deal with them. Perhaps could be right, or could he even, be going for a remote kill onto Sean. Perhaps. That's why he's saving the breacher. I don't know. I'm not Rommel. Sometimes I wish I was. Yeah, definitely going to be interesting stuff now for the pair of them. What they do, what their approach is. Rocky switching up entirely, will be starting the explosive specialist disguise. I don't have much thing with this starting location. You know, typically see the hacker and Westbridge so often that the other ones are basically just null and void half the time, you know. Maya now having a go at people. Rommel will turn on the generator. No simple throw distraction. Shall be a nice chain lure for him here. We'll throw the briefcase and we'll use that as his lure here. We'll be heard by another militia elite, so we'll have to pick up the screwdriver and use that. Come on, Rommel. Use a different item and you'll be fine. But no, we'll opt just to shoot Maya. Great, grand. 10 minutes left on the spin. Now we're getting to that stage shortly where one ripping is all over for both players, and it's really sad to see them stuff happen. Nevertheless, it's all good. Rocky though, with another getting caught trespassing by a camera, I think there. Not something we see often, and yeah, not going well for either of our two players here on our first map, which of course is Colorado. And it's a hard thing to kick things off of, but you know, Chongqing is our next map. It's a nice one, isn't it, Chongqing? So it'll be interesting to see what occurs from that one. Rommel now back to the basement from that Westbridge start. Rocky still holding strong with his explosive specialist start. Rommel shooting the door open once more. Shot distraction onto one elite, onto the two elites. It really doesn't make sense here why no one calls it in. You know, could be interesting. It's just Hitman, isn't it? Literally, it's just Hitman. And Rommel once more. Will he set up this kill or not? No, he won't. So perhaps we'll use a nitro for sure, for Ezra, and then the breacher for a remote kill onto Sean. Will always be interesting. And Rocky forgetting about the militia elite there. Another restart coming through. Not particularly going his way, but it could be a quick Ezra kill, you know, for Rocky. You can go back to that one rip from Rommel. Such an unfortunate rip it was, and maybe he'll be able to put things right. We'll get a knockout onto Penelope once more. Drag her into the basement. She'll ragdoll with a briefcase and put that in there as well. Oh, good indeed. We'll make his way back outside here, back towards the go back to Sean Rose's hut. So yeah, I need to stop just swinging my legs around in my chair whenever I just keep kicking shit. But yeah, it's gonna be good here from Rommel. Going back into this hut, we'll get a knockout onto one of the technicians, onto both technicians I should say. Why would you only knock out one? But no, he won't opt to knock out. He will opt to knock out neither. He'll just go straight to Maya's area and wait for her, where he will start this chain lure, or try to start it once more. Has caused him some issues in the prior runs, so hopefully it will correct itself once more. We'll turn on the generator. Pretty standard stuff there. We'll do a pretty longer distraction, so to say, onto Maya. A bit quicker, maybe, but he does get her on the hook. That's always good. Start the chain lure here. She does respond to them. That's always good signs in it when she actually responds to distractions. So he does have a knockout. Onto Maya. I'm losing my breath here. It's always good. We'll come back into the height here, get a knockout onto both technicians. Has to box him quick. But does he miss a throw? He misses. That is an unfortunate rip there. That is so unfortunate there for Rommel. It seems to be both players out. Like, I can't see either of them finish this spin in 7 minutes. We saw where Rommel's restart came through last time. You know, he doesn't have that breacher for Ezra. We haven't seen him set it up anymore. So perhaps different stuff. And it is unfortunately heading towards a draw. So it will be a refund of the channel points. So have us up a third option. Bad cast, guys. Yes, I know. I know. I'm bad cast. Don't have to keep telling me. So yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting if they just try and get something out of this now. Rocky will now restart. Yeah, it does seem to be him all out. And I do think one more rip for Rommel is definitely is game over on Colorado. You know, it will be heading to 4 wins, 1 loss, 4 ties for him. 2 losses, 2 draws for Rocky. It's better than a loss. It's still 1 point each, you know. In a very close groups here. A point could be the difference. It's better than 0, isn't it? But ain't better than 2, and that's what I think both players would have been hoping for already from this. But, you know, you can't have the whole world to yourself, can you? Sometimes you have to get the ones to qualify. I don't know, I'm trying to say something that makes sense. I'm too tired for this one. I'm too tired. So yeah, Ron once more waiting for my now. Going to the red zone. 4 minutes 50 left on the spin. Rocky's going to try and get him off onto Ezra. Bit of wish, but does manage to subdue him here now. Will eventually get caught by guard. Turn around. Unfortunate for Rocky. Another restart there. Rommel doesn't have my investigate in the first distraction, but we'll do another shot to distract the guy distracting. To distract the guy investigating the distraction, to do another distraction onto Maya, to get a distraction on the hook, to do a chain lure onto right. We'll get a chain lure off nicely onto her now. 4 minutes 20 left on the spin now. Can Rommel do the impossible? We've seen it once today with Mika. Can Rommel follow it up here? Perhaps, hopefully, something can come through of the spin and we get another close ending. It is going to be close. For sure it is 100%. Rommel's now going to get a propane. Unfortunately, does bump one of the technicians. Doesn't go the best for him. We'll get a knockout onto one nevertheless and get a knockout onto the other one. We'll box both in 4 minutes or 1 wrong rip away from it exactly. And perhaps we're already at that draw stage, you know. Perhaps we're already there. We don't know that. You have to keep believing. Rommel does get a box off. Has to pick up these shotguns quick so he doesn't get any delays onto Sean. Will now. He doesn't see them, thankfully. I think he's going to do this kill remote, which could mean the world of difference, of course. We'll have to use nitroglycerin onto Ezra, but again, it's not the end of the world. You could perhaps use a tornado shelter exit. Who knows? He will get a knockout onto Sean here. Is he going to set up remotely? Yes, he is. He gets up this kill remotely. And perhaps, you know, bringing in his assault rifle. No, he won't set it up. It does seem perhaps that non-self on the kill could be potentially what cost him there. Doesn't have to kill up onto Ezra either, so he can't even do that. So he has 2 kills potentially that he could set up, and neither of them are. He has all 4 targets isolated, but it does seem a bit too late here for Rommel. That one rip in that last run was so sad. In his first rip when he was the furthest in, trying to get the hack disguise, oh my god, that was so sad. That was so sad to see. It generally was, but Rommel getting a knockout onto the Spec Ops, I think here. We'll have to knock out the point man, which he does try and do, does get a lock on eventually. Gets it off nice and days. We're nearly what, 150 seconds left now. It does seem pretty hard to get a kill every 40 seconds on Colo with this spin when they're spread across the map. It seems too hard. Rommel though is in the point man here, make his way over to Maya, and yeah, it is fading away by the second here. Ain't going the greatest. Has a EMP though, perhaps? Question mark. Could be a difference here. Has a breach. Has an EMP. We've seen it once today. We have seen it once today. Mika coming in clutch, but I would believe, but he doesn't have the propane down for Ezra. Perhaps would be difference there. We'll make the propane leak here. I've had enough Colorado injected into me in today, but he still has to grab the explosive specialist. Now this could be with any other disguise for Ezra, yeah, and I could still be believing. I generally could, but I think it limits it so much. The explosive it's just a long disguise to get, Rocky eventually does get Ezra knocked out. We'll get the kill off. Rocky does get a kill eventually. That's all that matters. We got a kill from Rocky with green guns. It's all good. But yeah, the radio's gonna take too long. It's gonna take too long, and he will use a wrench now. Try and force something here, and it does seem to be fading away ever so much for Rommel now. The guy taking the bloody age. Of course, he goes around the longer way. No, he doesn't. He's baiting us all, but 50 seconds left. You try to stay optimistic, but it is fading away by the second. Now they're supposed to specialist be in the paint, and he doesn't even have the breacher. He still has it. I think he might have realised that now. We'll have to try and rush the Spec Ops, but with 40 seconds left, it does seem to be too much here for Rommel. The time of fading away. He'll try and do as much as he can, but how much can occur? How much can it really get done in the time of run? Now, what could have been is not going to be for Rommel. Was 20 seconds left now. Still 3 kills left. Unfortunately, ain't doable here. The timer will slowly fade away. We will get this Ezra kill down, but I think perhaps not setting it up at the start was the difference there. We'll get it. We'll try and do something more. Swap into the Mission Elite here, but the timer will run out. It will be a draw on our first map, Colorado. Both players on 1 point. And here's a really nice try there from Rommel. That first rip on the hacker was so depressing to see. The second rip as well. I think he could have had it. He ripped at what, 2 minutes 50? It would have been great. Ripping at 2 minutes 50, it ain't that bad. We'll return the points. I will do that. I am aware of it, and yeah, we'll be going to Chongqing for our map 2. We'll head to a short break, or a long break. It is the longest cutscene, the longest briefing in the trilogy. So we'll head to a quick break. Oh, you nearly ain't giving me much time. And we'll be back for the start of the spin.
Look closer.
I'm telling you, the file is trash. The Constant doesn't so much burn his bridges as blow them up. Arthur Edwards, whoever he was, don't exist anymore. His personal data somehow deletes itself from any system that records him. Way beyond advanced. The partners spared no expense to make sure their controller would be untraceable.
How untraceable?
Look, I did what you asked, but Gray's gone and I'm no Diana. I'm not who you need right now. You gotta be kidding me.
ICA?
I used every encryption known to man. Who are these guys?
The best. It's only a matter of time before they get lucky. We need to take them down.
You and which army?
I know where the agency stores its files, mission reports, client data. If we leak it to the public,
You want to whistleblow the ICA?
it's the path of least resistance. Turns out, you are who I need right now, Olivia.
I do this, and I'm out. So, what are we breaking into?
Data facility in Chongqing, China. Run by a man called Hush.
Of course. The ICA site in Chongqing houses the agency's data storage and analyst division. Needless to say, security is daunting. The state-of-the-art server vault is biometrically wired to the facility's two overseers: Imogen Royce, behavioral analysis pioneer, and Hush, a data security guru with a taste for fringe transhuman experimentation.
Tell me about Hush.
A former cyber terrorist for the Ministry of State Security in Kadanyang, who fled his country after one of the Po regime's periodic purges. He made a career doing cybersecurity for dark web deplorables, human traffickers, organ harvesters, scum like him, with no code or conscience. ICA sure can pick 'em. No offense.
Can you disable security?
A dual authentication protocol ensures that any handling of data must be directly authorized by Hush and Royce, the proverbial human factor device to make the system impenetrable. Luckily, I found a loophole. If both overseers should unexpectedly die within a short space of time, the system reverts to a temporary fail-safe protocol, which I can bypass. Take them off the board, and you'll have free access to the data core, and I'll handle the rest.
And you're sure it'll work?
Look, I know Hush. If I'm wrong, we won't live long enough to regret it.
All right. I will leave you to prepare.
So yeah, I'm back to Chongqing here. 2 minutes. Don't say you need that just because of me. Please say someone actually requested that. Oh yeah, of course it was Rocky. Who else would it be? Who else would it be? Other than Rocky to have a toilet break. And yeah, it's going to be a nice little map here. Rommel's come here twice. Pretty good, you know. It is a Hitman 3 map. Ain't been around for long. It's only what? It's been out since RR4. 2 playing it twice is understandable. He has won on both of them occasions. Rocky's played it 16 times. Has won it 6 of them occasions, losing 10. Chongqing. That's how you pronounce it. You have to like. It's Chong, yeah. It's like the king. It's a ching, isn't it? That Q sound. There's two ways. If you want piss off buff, you say Chongqing. That's how you piss off buff. Then if you don't want piss off buff, you say Chongqing. I think so at least. But if you want to do neither, just say China. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it, Joe. You do say it like that. But yeah, like we see this 341 record by Blythe. This is going to be a beatable record for sure. It's going to be 100% a beatable record, I think, especially with what has been discovered recently. So to say with Chongqing in terms of the drone timings, shooting the drone at the 147 to even near the 3-minute mark while she's in the data core is so beneficial to a spin, for a quick spin. Having her isolated right by the exit as she comes out of the data core is so big. It is so huge for Chongqing. You can isolate Hush, you can kill Hush, and then you come out. It's great. You don't have to try and mess around with her at the top of the stairs. You can just knock her out in the best place. It's fantastic, you know. And I want to see a spin that will hopefully allow for that, and potentially this record to be broken. Will be interesting to see the approaches if that is the case. A record spin could be on the tables here. Bar Chongqing spin will be Hush, Fiberwire as the street guard, and Imogen Royce Cleaver as dumpling cook. Wow, we've got an interesting spin here. Now this is really interesting, I feel like, because you can either start street guard or you can start dumpling cook. The one issue would be with starting dumpling cook with the Hush skill would be hard to try and get first cycle. That would be the issue. But you could easily have a trank and trank 2 of the guards up there, shoot both drones, because you can stash right near the right next to the dumpling cook start, can't you? So you know, you never know. It could be interesting, the approaches. I think Rommel did start as a street guard. I think that's what we saw on his end. What do you see from Rocky? Oh, come on, Rocky. The loads The road's killing me. We do see a riverside walkway start for Rocky, but needs to replan. I think he had his loadout right, but his start location wrong. Perhaps no. We'll want a crowbar over a lockpick. You know, what's fiber wire? Yeah, it's a great mistake in it, forgetting your fiber wire. Yeah, you would argue dumpling cook would be faster here because you can come back, swap back, because you want to shoot them 2 drones rather than bats, so the street guards don't investigate the 2 knocked out bodies. So it's easier for you to grab that dumpling cook disguise back. You could double, but you're gonna have to go there for the cleaver. We have to think about the location of the cleaver. Of course, the one on the map is in the restaurant, anyways, which is why you could argue for that start. Rocky putting 4 bullets into that wall there, bit excessive. You know, whatever gets the job done. Rommel not options knock out Hush. Yeah, waiting for his conversation with Imogen to end. Doesn't want a lockdown for Imogen, it seems. Of course, that can happen. A lockdown from Imogen while she's talking to Hush. Taking a quick drink. Hush will walk into his therapy room now. We'll get a knockout onto Mogwai. Pre-stand note. We'll go back around. Mess around with Hush ever so slightly here. No, he wants to get a knockout onto Mogwai. What's he gonna do? No, he's gonna go outside and round to the therapy room from the outside area. It's gonna be interesting how he does it. If he knocks out the researcher, tries to sneak past him off what? He's going to trank Hush. Rommel, look at the kill condition. Rommel's tranked now. This is some. I hope this is some big head strat. A big head strat. No. Rommel, look at the Hush kill, Rommel. It's fiber wire, bro. My fingers right. I was hoping, yeah. What I was thinking, perhaps in my head, was like, he's gonna knock out researcher, box the researcher, turn on the block guard, so Hush will be seen. Exactly, that's what I said. I was thinking that for an easier way through, he could have had him work out, and that is a viable shot. He's a tranked target. He could have dragged Hush, because of course, a tranked target that is moved will always keep you green guns. If it's any NPC, yeah, and you drag them after they're tranked, you get red guns. But with targets, if you drag a target and drag them, you keep your green guns. It's fantastic. It is the most useless knowledge to have, but even then, it's great. You can move tranked targets and keep green guns. It's good to know. Perhaps because of seeing use from Rommel. You know, just a simple distraction onto the block guard. Hush gets woken up immediately. Yeah, you knock out the block guard, then you kill Hush. You know, you could have knocked out Mogwai beforehand if you wanted to. But Rocky, in the meantime, has got this kill off onto Hush, grabbing a street guard en route. Has just been woken up, so you have to be a bit careful here. Where is his dumpling cook? If he has a dumpling cook, of course. He did start in the suit, so actually no, he wouldn't have a dumpling cook. But Rommel this time, you know, has the research knocked out. Could perhaps just run straight through. No, the block guard will talk to Hush, so it could just be as simple as just a trank onto the block guard. Or no, he walked through a short distraction. Will only be heard by the guard. Perhaps not what Rommel would have wanted. Could make his way through now. Hush will make his way back out the room. Will get a knockout onto the block guard. Will he try and get this 5Y kill? Yes, but it's too late. He can't do so. Will trank Mogwai. A good save there from Rommel. Good kill indeed. Good little bit of gameplay there from Rommel. Rocky drops down into this courtyard area outside the restaurant. We'll get a knockout onto the woman here. We'll be right by a box. Nice for him there. Has to make his way to the kitchen. There will be 2 NPCs in there, which you could potentially use. We'll crowbar open the door here. Should all be fine now. What Dominic Cooks did you get? Should be fine actually to knock these pair out once the male one turns around. Has a trank though for his usage. Might be heard by the woman. The woman dumpling cook could potentially hear it, but no, he walk in. Nice distance away, can just trank the dumpling cook, swap into his clothes. Good stuff there from Rocky. Can make his way into the facility. I've already shot a drone, so if he goes through the facility, it'll be a nice, simple kill to Imogen. But we've seen it before. The lock on onto Imogen's guard. I'm just putting it out there. It can happen, so Rocky's gonna have to be a bit careful here. And I hope he is careful. Because we don't want a rocky restart. We want a nice rocky win. Yeah, comes up at the right time in there. Oh my god, he does thankfully have a non-lethal melee, which he will use onto Imogen's guard. We'll then put out the cleaver. Nice distance at Imogen's forehead. We'll exit. Already taken out the camera. Rocky running towards the exit here. Rommel, in all fairness, ain't that far behind. Just about to grab the cleaver here. We'll knock out the main dump and cook. Can't leave him here. No one else comes into here. But Rocky finishing first here. 4:30 in game time. Good run from him. Rommel perhaps could force a photo finish. Maybe, but Rocky's got a really big lead here. Of course, he is old gen console as well. So his loads long as anything. Of course, so it does seem to be a Rommel win here. Rocky win even. Taking the lead 3-1. Rocky on his own map Chongqing for the 17th time playing it. Will collect his 7th win. Good stuff there from Rocky on Chongqing. Rommel's rip though, really unfortunate, just knocking out Hush. Perhaps forgetting about the kill condition, and yeah, it does seem to be a result in the way of Rocky there, and yeah, will come through as a Rocky win. There we go, should pay out the points. Wow, look at this pro streamer. We'll be heading to Ambrose Island, so we'll go to a short break before heading to Ambrose Island. A map recently released, but Rocky has already played 3 times.
Morning 47. The Ark Society's annual gathering is several weeks away, which should give us ample time to prepare. Meanwhile, Mr. Gray has an off-the-books request. Perhaps you should explain.
Noel Crest. One of my best fixes. Before Romania, I left him in charge of the militia. Told him in no uncertain terms to cease all attacks on Providence, stand by and await further orders. Safe to say he did not. Crest and his men have gone rogue, reinventing themselves as a glorified gang of international thieves. They specialize in ruthless spectacle heists, zero regard to collateral damage.
I've seen the man's file. What did you expect would happen?
It's not like I had much choice, seeing as all my best lieutenants were killed by you two.
Fair point.
Nevertheless, Crest is a rabid dog. He is my responsibility, my mistake. I would like your help correcting it.
Current whereabouts?
Ambrose Island, an isolated harbor north from the Strait of Malacca. Coincidentally, one of Wazir Kale's old ports of call. According to my intel, Crest and his men have joined forces with a local pirate syndicate to raid a passing tanker. His goal, a control unit for an Ether Corp satellite being covertly shipped abroad. The satellite is a node in the company's most secure cloud storage network, so they would pay a fortune to preserve its integrity.
What is Crest's endgame?
Extortion, if I had to guess. We don't have the luxury of a full investigation. For us to move against the constant, we need Providence to think the threat is over and lower their guard. Another militia attack on Ether would raise alarms.
I agree. 47. You'll need to eliminate Crest and destroy that control unit, or lock the militia out. The satellite cannot fall into their hands. We'll need a cover story for ICA. Luckily, Akka, the rapacious leader of the syndicate, already has an active ICA contract on her head. Take her out, and we'll even get our expenses paid.
Well, I never had you pegged as a rebel.
I'm warming to it.
Thank you, both. 47, seeing as I know Crest, I'll provide field support. Meet you out east.
So welcome back here, Ambrose. Will be our map 3. Rommel looking to tie the game 3-3 off the Colorado draw on Rocky's Chongqing spin. Both players not experienced on Ambrose, so to say. Rommel's first time here and hasn't been here at all. And he hasn't really played it much. I know you said earlier on today do I learn Ambrose before the game or during it? So it's going to be an experience, this, isn't it? Rocky has been here 3 times, has a bit of experience, of course, hasn't been in RR for long. Got introduced during R9, which of course where the recce came from. Haven't seen much playthrough of it, but our spin will come through and it will be Noel Crest, Silence Pistol as the metal worker, Akka, Loud Shotgun as the suit. Rocky betting on Rommel, of course, based. Oh wow, 10 points each, that's fantastic. I need to stream often so we can actually get points. He wins either way, the map or the points. Yeah, he either gets 2 points in RRWC or Rocky gets 20 points. Oh yeah, I need to end the submission. Yeah. Smart. Good streaming like that. We do not want a Peterborough situation. So both players are potential social hub star here. Would make a lot of sense. It is definitely probably the best shot on Ambrose. Of course, the bomb delivery as well. You know, it's always good in it. The bomb delivery. And being used just for an easy destruction of the satellite control unit. You have to bring in the silence pistol here and the loud shotgun. So probably won't have a seeker for Akka unless you decide you could bring one in to then use on Noel perhaps. Who doesn't bet? I always used to bet against myself, and I started winning, so I stopped betting against myself. It's a win-win for Rocky, isn't it? It's like when I triple captained Haaland against Liverpool. It's either I got a bunch of points from Haaland on fantasy football, or Liverpool won and then Liverpool got points in real life. But Rocky, eyeing up the phone here. You do see the emetics come through a little bit more. We'll detonate it now. Rocky, please detonate it. Thank you. Will be heard by Noel. Of course, he has his guard enforcer status where he'll just enforce absolutely everything. It's fantastic, and you can use that to full advantage here, which he will do. We'll drop it once more in the corner, distract him. So yeah, Noel's coming all the way through. Has to be a bit careful with these 2 guards here, and the NPCs around. It's that buff I hear on Rommel. Should we tell him? Okay, we're going to tell him Rommel stream ever so slightly here. No, tell me if you can hear buff or not, because I can't. Because I need to change my OBS settings. But is this just game audio or is it buff? What is it? Where is it? Do we have a nice German guy on stream? Do I have a nice co-caster? I'll turn it back down. I'll turn it back down. Rocky with restart. I was too busy pissing around with the audio settings. Sorry. That's my mistake. Ah, boo. Yeah, it would make sense here. It does get a message of onto Noel and his guard. It goes to this toilet as well, so it was good, isn't it, to have him coming this way. Loud shotgun. Actually, you don't need to bring in. It is in one of the crates in the pirate compound. Could be used to advantage. The other guard now coming through for Noel. Unfortunately for Rommel, doesn't Seeker one of the guards. What is Roulette episode 20? Oh yeah, I was about to say it would be 19, but he did want to explain what Roulette was, didn't he? So you have to like, add one. That's fantastic. Yeah, the green. But I thought there's an actual small shot. Oh, not a small shotgun. I don't think it is a small shotgun actually. You can use it. Rommel once more with another distraction. But I think someone else, one of the pirates from above, has enforced it. But no, we'll do another distraction here, which the soldier will hear now. He's has to be quick. Noel could stop being sick anytime soon. So you have to be a bit careful in that regard. But he will knock out Mr. Soldier, and his one fear that pirate seeing him did see him. Of course, it's just how Hitman works. It just is how Hitman works. Like, wow, what a game this is, eh? You get seen from up there. Who knew NPCs could look downwards? I didn't. Yeah, once more. We're going for that long range secret dart. Yeah, there's definitely more than one loud shotgun. For sure. It's also like how there's like, I'm joking, I can't make a Sapiens a throat joke. I actually can't, that's just mean. Sorry, I keep distracted. But Rocky, I think, does now have Noel isolated, making his way up to the pirate I always say pirate in a weird way. It's fantastic. Where's Akka? There she is. There's the sweetheart. Running away. Can he get a Durian off in time? No, he won't opt to go for a Durian. Throw onto her just yet. We'll Crow open the door. I would prefer to see him do the kill in here because of the box and that. I would love to see it. Don't distract the pirate in here, Rocky, because if you do the kill in here, you won't have enough space for all the bodies. But Rommel does get a knockout onto one of the militia soldiers here. He's going to do a different throw distraction now. No, he ain't. Yes, he is. Inside of the thing itself. Has to be a bit careful because of the militia cook, you know. But picks back up the gas grenade from his distraction throw and does result in a restart there. Unlucky stuff there. Rocky will get a Durian throw onto the pirates here. So he will occupy the toilet. Perhaps just navigate around this little compound area ever so easier. Rocky with a big lead here. The Pepe Bra emote. You love it. And do you know how you get that emote? You subscribe to me. Only free. No, I'm joking. We won't go to ads just yet. The pirate now should get sick. No, he missed the Durian throw. Wow. That's unfortunate for Rocky there, missing the Durian throw. It could perhaps make this kill onto Akka ever so slightly harder. Code name Rocky versus Horse Rocky. That's quite hilarious. So yeah, what's Rocky gonna have to do here? Of course, the loud kill is still very much doable in that room. 100%. He might just want to get her guard into here. Perhaps while he's standing. I don't know what he's doing. I'm not even gonna question it. Rommel now. But different distraction onto the militia soldier, the one that's remaining. Or the one that hasn't come through yet. So yeah, Rommel, unfortunately having some issues. We'll use the briefcase here, we'll throw that. Somehow not seen there. Fantastic. We love this game and its great view cones. We'll use the briefcase as a throw distraction this time. Rocky now has Akka approaching. I don't think he has the control unit set up yet though either. So he'll have to take care of that afterwards as well. Of course, the null kill ain't that bad really. Rocky gets a knockout onto Akka's guard and Akka here. Where's his shotgun? Where's his loud shotgun? Does he have a loud shotgun? All great questions, good questions to be answered. We'll take out his loud. We'll swap into the pirate disguise here. So it seems to be we're getting one of the shotguns from the compound, whether it's one of the crates or what. We'll drag Akka's body just into the corner here so we can actually leave. Without her being found, no risk whatsoever. What shotgun is he gonna go for? Is he gonna go for cameras or what? I don't know. What's what he gonna do here? What's he gonna choose to do? We'll take out cameras. Doesn't have camera issues, I don't think. But you know, you're better safe than sorry. You do have them in like the cave and that by the unit itself. A bit of a jump there. Fantastic. Now, where's the shotgun? That guy's holding one, but that's not the one he wants. He has a stash. Ah, his stash has the shotgun. That's why. Wow, Rocky. It's interesting now. Rommel will approach this area up here without. Oh, he's isolated. No one hasn't picked up his SMG. That's huge. He can't get through this area here. Rocky though has a suit disguise, has a shotgun, ready to ready to blast Akka on her back, right in the head. Anywhere would kill her, I'd like to say. We'll get the kill. We'll drag. We'll box the guard right outside. A bit of whoosh initially. Manages to escape. Yes, he does. Rocky exits. Wow. Escapes that Akka kill. Now, just needs a metal worker disguise. And to get rid of the control unit. So, Rocky's going really well here. Making good progress. Won't go out the main gates. We'll try and just jump over the stabbed off roof here. Which he will do all fine. Rommel though does find a crowbar from the bar. We'll bust open the door or the panels. The panels. We prefer the panels in here. But Rocky once more going back to Noel's body now. You don't have a metal worker.
Friend of yours, 47.
So what's he gonna do with that? Might just grab a militia soldier now, perhaps to go do the control unit in a safer manner where he ain't trespassing almost, which he will do. We'll swap into the soldier disguise, perhaps give him Rommel a way back into it here. I don't know. We'll do a distraction here onto the soldier. We'll knock out the pirate, it seems, through the window. Is frontal but not heard. It's going to be interesting what he does. We'll box the pirates. Now, Akka's approaching for Rommel. This is interesting. There could potentially be 3 NPCs in there with 1 space. Of course, you could dump outside into the shrubbery. That is, of course, an option. Akka sees a weapon, perhaps smartly left out for Rommel, but he doesn't have his suit up here. Only a malicious soldier. That's potentially where the possible mistake has come through. Rocky back onto the rooftop here. Doesn't know about the 3? No, he doesn't. He obviously doesn't. And in the engineer disguise, it does seem that way. Doing the throw attach onto the roof where a pirate does come up here. A pirate does roam around these areas. So yeah, I'd be interested to see what Rocky's trying to go for here. 8 minutes into his spin. Rommel trying to distract Akka. Her guard has taken back the assault rifle that was left out. Sorry, that's my mic, itching my nose. She have to try and do something. Her guards come back, thankfully for him, but Akka's now leaving. It's going to be tight and close here. We'll do a throw distraction. This will then get her guard on the hook. Rocky will do a throw distraction into the side area, it seems, for this metal worker. There is a box right here, and should be out the sight of the other 2 NPCs. But actually, Akka investigates. A good save there by Rommel. Well, he has a loud kill to do here with no space left in the box. Interesting. And I think potentially you might have realised that now. You have your options though. You could perhaps drag her into the bushes and do the kill from inside of here. Potentially an option through one of the 2 windows you've broken open. So yeah, you do really have your options. Will you go for a metal worker here? Wouldn't make sense to do so. Rocky, now with the metal worker in the central social hub, will be getting the kill off onto Noel. So both kills for Rocky now. Just needs that final kill. Of course, these shots can be heard from the people above, so you have to be a bit careful here. And we'll drag him away. So potentially he is aware of that. There are bodies around, so he will drag, get the kill, gets his green guns back. So you have to be a bit aware here. Make sure it ain't hurt. So he drags the body away and drags it back after the kill. Perhaps actually in case of the investigation, but all these bodies aren't hidden. If the shot's heard, you're ripped. I think that's what we have from Rocky here. But as the militia soldier now just has the control units to take care of. Rommel is trying to do something with the metal work here. Gets him distracted, but won't opt to knock him out. One more throw with the wrench should be a good enough job. I think he's potentially scared of them 2 NPCs, which is understandable given what can occur with them. The eyes that woman has is something else. I'm jealous of them eyes, to be honest. But Rocky now has cameras taken out, so they're not a error in here. We'll get a substitute over the barrels here, over the crates onto one of the militia soldier. There is a box, but he will just opt to leave him here. Now there is nitroglycerin in this area, so perhaps could be an option. Rommel does get the kill off. Rocky now has his pistol, could do it here. No, he's going to opt to do this on the. I don't know if this destroys it on WAS, but it is a legal action, and there are plenty of people around. And someone investigating. Well, he doesn't want it to be investigated. That's for certain. Might give Rommel away back into it slightly here. Rocky can't destroy the control unit yet. Can just shoot it a bunch, and it will destroy itself. But he's miles away from the exit. That's the issue here. Rommel with the box full. It's going to be an interesting way with this Akka kill. What he does with it. Rocky not opting for it. Will turn on the generator. This now gives him access to this control panel, which he will now destroy. Has both of them sorted and taken care of. No, he doesn't. Only has one. But he is able to take care of the second one. Now just the control unit itself to take care of. Not having good cycles with these militia soldiers here, but we'll break it eventually. Now the exits. The exits. Oh, these speedboat keys, eh? Oh, these speedboat keys. Oh, what a pain they can be, eh? It's going to be really interesting to see what Rocky does with them. There, you have to do like 2 distractions. It actually is a lot easier than what people think. But anyway, it's going to be interesting for sure. Rommel has his shotgun on his back. Everyone's saying Rocky go for the main exit. I wanted to see Rocky go for the keys. I wanted it. I can't lie. But he's running out the cave now, so he's going for the safer exit. And, you know, 12 minutes 30 into your run. It would make sense, wouldn't it? Rommel just knocking out everyone. Try and make the kill soundproof, perhaps. Should be able to. I think with these 2 knocked out, it should be fine. With both doors shut. But Rocky now around towards main exit. It does seem a bit too late for Rommel. Getting this kill now at the 9.5 minute mark. And even then, it might not even be fully safe. Rocky really taking everyone seriously. Running all the way to main. Go to main exit. Not the GPS tracky exit. Not that main exit. The main exit. Rocky has pressed finish now. We'll be finishing here now. Rommel could force something here if he does have the bomb set up for the control unit, but I don't think he does. We'll do the kill outside as well, perhaps a bit more risky. We'll do it from range as well to try and do something, but this could be her and make the situation worse. We'll shoot. He won't shoot. No. Scared that pirate, and this is just more time being wasted. Rocky should be the winner of Ambrose Island here. Rommel does get gunshot heard. With all these boys around, should be fine. But yeah, unfortunately, it is too late for Rommel. Rocky should be the victor here. I guess if he has the kill sub, he could try and force the control unit. Has the sub exit. You know, a bit possible. But yeah, the result will come through. Rocky taking 5 points from this after a difficult Colorado. He put that past him and was able to take wins on Chongqing and Ambrose to secure the win 5-1. Good stuff, Rocky. GG's. So yeah, GG's, we'll see what that does to Group C here. How it shapes up. We do have our front runs, I think, of the group so far. If it would load, come on. You know you wanna, there it is. We'll load here. Ebla Muddy doing so well, 21 points from his 5 matches. Blythe on 16 from 4 matches. Even on 7 off of 3 matches. Not doing as well as he would have hoped. Rommel still in the qualification places. You know, 5 points in his 3 games. Goulet 4 points from 3. Exotic 1 point from 3. Have I got the thing wrong? Oh, it ain't updated. Boo. So Rocky is now in 5th. Has overtaken Goulet with his 5 points. Rommel with the 1 point on Colorado is still in 4th. And that's what I was talking about when it makes all the difference with 1 point. We see it really here. And yeah, just take away 1 game from everyone because Jammer Wan dropped out. And yeah, Rocky now on 5 points. Moves in place into 5th. Because Rommel's 1 point from Colorado does keep him in them spaces, so to say. Both players playing the same amount of matches though. So good. So good. I swear to God, if the redeem there is for if I'm actually muted. It will look at our upcoming matches here. What games we have for the rest of tonight. Going into tomorrow, we will have Barb versus Leo Park at midnight CST. Hashashin versus Rustle at 2 AM CEST, casted by Nezuko and Rommel. Rustle versus Gordinoy will take place at 11:30 CST tomorrow morning. Then games go into the afternoon. Horsch versus I Like Hitman at 13 CST. Sparkles versus Infant and Cavern versus Nezuko-chan on at their different times. Sparkles versus Infant is at 2 PM CST. Cavern versus Nezuko-chan is at 3 PM CST with Igor and Mika. Okay, Sparkles true. Igor and Mika at 15:30 CST, and yeah, good games today on both, really good indeed, and yeah, I mean, good from Rocky. You know, he takes 5 points as a win from him. I'm sure that's all he cares about. We go back to the isla, see if anyone's live to raid, and yeah, I'll see everyone soon for more Rivals World Championships. Bye bye.